Tiffany Arielle here, and we are back with another video in our Learn to Code series. So today we are doing part 2 of the assignment that we started in the last video. So check that one out if you haven't already, but let's go ahead and get into the video. Part 2 is called Khansole Academy. This is the same name as the overall assignment. It says, now that we have seen how programming can help us in a number of different areas, it is time for you to implement Khansole Academy, a program that helps other people learn. In this problem, you'll write a program in the file khansoleacademy.py that randomly generates simple addition problems for the user, reads in the answer from the user, and then checks to see if they got it right or wrong until the user appears to have mastered the material. Note that console is just another name for terminal. More specifically, your program should be able to generate simple addition problems that involve adding two two-digit numbers, i.e. the numbers 10 to 99. The user should be asked for an answer to each problem. Your program should determine if the answer was correct or not and give the user an appropriate message to let them know. Your program should keep giving the user problems until the user has gotten 3 problems correct in a row. Whew, this is a lot. Okay, so I'm not going to look at the example because this is just a lot. Okay, so we have our khansoleacademy.py, even though my file name is slightly different than theirs, but it doesn't matter because I don't have to deal with AutoGrader. So let's see. It says we have to add 2 two-digit integers, and we need to ask the user for an answer to figure out if the answer is correct, and then tell them if it's correct, and keep track of how many they've gotten in a row. So first things first, let's just generate the 2 two-digit numbers because we already did that before. We had a random numbers.py, so we already learned how to generate numbers. So we can do something like this again. So, okay, so I had a min random, so I'll use min random again. In this case, it's 10. We have max random, which is 99. Okay, and then this is yelling at me because we haven't imported random, so we're just gonna do that now. And okay, so that's that. So this should generate one number. So let's do num1. This is basically the same, very similar to what we did before. And then I'm gonna need to do this again. Okay, so it says I need to add 2 two-digit integers. Okay, so I need to tell the user to add these numbers. So let's see, what did they tell us to write? So they wrote what is blah, blah, blah. Okay, so let's copy this. So now we need to tell the user something. That is very similar to what we did here, right? So we're going to do the same type of thing here. Although in this case, I don't think... Actually, yeah, I am collecting things. Are these integers? Okay, these are integers. So we're not going to use float. We're going to use int here because these are known to be integers. So our message in this case is going to be what is, and we can use string concatenation. So we have string of num1. This is a lot. So basically what I'm doing is I'm constructing the string. So I'm writing what is, and I have num1 and I have num2. So, but instead of, so let me write this in a different way. So this is pretty much what I'm trying to write, right? So I have a string, but the thing is I have variables in the middle of my string. And so I cannot just write one string like what I had before. I actually have to kind of merge the string. So I'm using my string concatenation. So I did my what is, and then I have the string of num1. That's not supposed to be this. Okay, and then what? It's literally right there. Okay, I don't know. I think it's because this isn't working. Okay, then we have the plus sign, the space, the plus, and the space again. And then we have the num2. And I think that might work. I'm not sure. Let's just do a check, right? We'll just get the guess. So I think this is going to get the guess from the user, and then we're just going to print it out, and I'm just going to see if this is like even doing what I think it should do. We're not going to try to do this all at once. Okay, it's telling me what is 42 plus. Okay, so one, I don't like how this looks. Like, it doesn't have any type of question mark or anything like that. So I'm going to do that, and I'm actually going to put a question mark here, and I'm going to put a space at the end. So let me actually stop this, and let's run it. What is 92 plus 84? This looks better, but I think... Okay, so they did it like this. They did it as what is da da da, then they put your answer. So that actually looks better. So we're just going to change this all. My bad, guys. So instead of this being in the input, we're just going to print this out. And then in the input string, we're just going to do this. Your answer, colon, space. So this is going to look better. So let's try this again. Whew. Okay, play. Okay, what is 48 plus 76? What is 48 plus 76? I don't know. Okay, so I'm just going to type something because we're not trying to check our math knowledge. We're just trying to make sure we're capturing the answer. So it printed the question. I typed in an answer. It printed my answer back in. So cool. That means I did capture my answer. Okay, so now what do I need to do? So now I should actually check if the answer is correct, I guess. Okay, so then I need to calculate the correct answer, which is going to be num1 plus num2. And then it's telling me I need to figure out if the answer is correct. So basically, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use an if statement. So if the guess and the correct answer are the same, then that means the user is correct. And I'm just going to say, notice I've used the double equal signs. 2 equal signs means like checking if they're the same. 1 equal sign is comparison, but is assignment. But we're not doing assignment right now. We're doing comparison, so we have 2. So if guess is equals to correct, then I will print, what did they print? Let's see. They printed correct. You've gotten 2 correct in a row. Okay, we haven't gotten to that part yet, so we're just going to print correct for now. And then else, that means it was wrong. So I'm going to say incorrect. And then are they telling us the correct answer? Period, the expected answer is. Okay, period, the expected answer is. And then again, we have to concatenate correct. And then I'm going to just kind of end. Do they end the sentence? Oh, no, they didn't. Okay, I'll just leave that out then. Okay, that might work. Let's try. Okay, let's try to do the correct answer now. So this is 96 and 88. So 96 is close to 100. So 96 plus 88 is the same as 100 plus 84. So the answer is 184. Okay, cool. That's correct. So now let's try again and let's type in the wrong answer. So this is 14 and 35. I'm just going to type 20 because we know obviously that's not the answer. Incorrect. The expected answer is 49. Okay, cool. So it seems our correct and our incorrect are working fine. So now what do we have to do? So we have to generate the problem, ask them for the answer, which we're doing. We determine if it's correct, and we gave them a message. It says it should keep giving the user problems until the user has gotten 3 problems correct in a row. Okay, so let's do num correct. I'll just call it that. Or I don't know. I'll call it correct needed. And they need 3. So what we're going to do is we need to keep giving problems until it gets 3 correct in a row. We don't know how long that is. So remember we talked about before, if we know exactly how long we're going to need to do something, usually that would be a for loop. In this case, we don't know how long we need to do something. So we're going to use a while loop. So we say while streak is less than correct needed. Basically, I'm going to keep doing all this stuff. Right? Now, notice this is red because I've never defined a variable streak. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to initialize my variable streak to 0 because obviously before I get started, I haven't gotten any correct yet. So I'm going to start at 0. Now, here I need to be careful because basically what I need to do is any time that I get the answer correct, I need to increment my streak. I need to add 1. Streak plus equals 1. And then they have, basically they are telling the user how many they've gotten correct. You've gotten okay, I think that might work. If guess is correct, then add 1, then print correct. You've gotten X number correct so far. Incorrect, the expected answer is this. Now, one thing too is that we have to have them in a row. Now, if this was just like number of correct, like in general, then in this case, this would probably work. But because they have to be in a row, I need to reset the streak back to 0 every time they get one wrong because they've broken their streak, right? So I think this should work. Let's find out. Okay, 20 plus 93 is 113. Cool. Okay, 22 plus 31. I'm going to get this one wrong. Actually, no, I'll do this one correctly. 22 plus 31 is 53. Okay, let me do this wrong on purpose. I'll just type 100. It says incorrect. The expected answer is 103. Okay, 82 plus 29. Oh, this one is harder. Okay, let's do 82. Well, 80 plus 20 is 100. And 2 plus 9 is 11. So this is 111. Okay, so yeah, look, it did update. So notice how I broke my streak. And now I got a correct answer. It gave me 1 correct. So it looks like that part is working fine. So let's do 74 plus 18. Oh, Lord Jesus. 70 plus 10 is 80. 4 plus 18 is 12. So this is 92. Cool. Okay, I need 1 more correct. And this is easy. This is 105. Okay, cool. I did it. And our program finished. So I think we are done. Let's just double check all the requirements. We are adding 2-digit integers. We're asking them for the answer. We're determining if it's correct. We're giving them a message. And we're keeping going until they get 3 correct in a row. So perfect. We are done. So that is it for part 2 of this assignment. So that is it for today. So far, we've done parts 1 and 2. Stay tuned for part 3 of this assignment, as well as more videos in our Learn to Code series. But in the meantime, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with all your friends. And I'll see you next time. Bye.